Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, all fly nerd and nerdettes, you are now in tune to
The strongest suit of armor around go ill.
and the universe. WFNG Fly Nerd Radio.
Boom. Take it back. Cannons to the left.
Papa,
Cannons to the right.
papa. Well, speaking of cannons and shots and shit, man,
Mm, mm.
you know, it is the summertime.
Yeah, that's
We're
one
in the
word for it.
shy. And, there's beautiful moments. The summertime in the shy. And then sometimes there's terrible moments. Summertime in the shy as well.
Correct.
Recently, there was a shooting going on at 311 West Chicago Street. Now, I'm very familiar with this neighborhood because I used to work at that Starbucks right on the corner. You know what I mean? So from there is like art galleries, is like high end furniture. Is fucking chandelier shop. You could get a chandelier, like real crystal chandelier shits. It's like very high end stuff over there. So back then you wouldn't think acts of violence like this one go on in that neighborhood. You know what I mean, or that area of River North downtown. But hey, times didn't changed. So there was I think an album listening party or record release.
Yeah, it was a listening party for Mellow Bucks.
Mellow Bucks, and after the event, there was a tragedy of a drive-by that commenced on the premises on the area
On the block. The
on the
people
block.
was literally coming out of the venue. The venue is called Artist,
Yeah.
and mass. The whole squad. Everybody that was in the place was outside, and a car pulled up, blah 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 blah, let off, and then circled back, from what I understand, and doubled down type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And four people were murdered, and
Hmm.
11 people were shot and injured from this bullshit.
Well, I heard 14, but
Yeah, 14. My bad. Yeah, because there was a total of 18 people that were totally injured, and they
right,
were all in their 20s.
right.
Everybody in their 20s. So this is the
The oldest was 27 years old, and I believe that was the boyfriend. But her
and that's
close
one of the people that was,
family,
yeah.
yeah, close family was a boyfriend, I think a sister and two brothers, I believe, or maybe two sisters and a brother. But majority of that, a lot of females were shot. A lot of women were shot. Younger women were shot, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was a tragic because that night, it was the same night like Nas was in town and shit. So he was at the Chicago Symphony Orchestra getting it in, and then I'm just happened to be just on YouTube or whatever. I see this live video of the police scene and everything, and I'm like, oh shit, and yeah, just doing the research of everything because yes, I'm from Chicago, but I'm not in tune to everything that goes on out here. You know what I mean? And you see the media, they saying that Mellow Bucks was this upcoming big time rapper and stuff, and it's like I don't know. Let me do my research, and see what's going on. And I see it was related to this drill music scene that's out here, and I don't know, man. When it comes to that, it plays a really risky game of Russian roulette, so to speak, in my opinion. Because instead of like a back and forth like a Cannabis or LL or Ice Cube and Common or maybe a Lupe and Royce or whoever Jay and Nas or whatever, it goes to a level of violence, and is bragged about, is talked about, is like pointing the fingers, laughing, and it's a very terrifying culture. You know what I mean? It is not exactly what we created the culture to be about. This is subculture. So
Yeah, that's a
you
separate culture altogether. It's a culture of degradation. It's the culture of the four devils. You know what I'm saying? That culture is
right,
ripe with greed, envy, hate, jealousy, all the things that are counterintuitive to knowledge itself.
and the half not. So is a low level as well, man. Is low energy. So like you said, it's the four, it's the devils, you know.
But but it's not the music. The music is the subculture within that street culture,
Right.
within that gang culture. So the music is the byproduct. So the violence came before the music. The music
Absolutely.
just became an outlet where they talked about what they was
It
living.
was a musical narrative of what it is,
Exactly, of talking about it. So one of the things that we have to pay attention to is all of this, like, because that's not the only shooting that happened this weekend.
Oh, absolutely not.
So
There
there was
was,
another
yeah.
major shooting over in back of the yards.
Yep.
Same
Yeah.
scenario. Somebody pulled two guys, rolled up, let out on a crowd.
Yeah.
More injured, but in this case, we had seven people injured, seriously injured, because same scenario, shootings. Now, those individuals, there's no affiliation or association to any rap music or drill music.
There you go. Right.
So there's the violence that takes place in the community, and the root of that dealing with, like you say, it's dealing with the have-nots in a myriad of ways. The have-nots, like, they do not have leadership.
Right.
They do not have a community of support from
Yeah.
elders. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The OGs are not participating in that culture in a way to guide them to a better place.
Don't
They are
have a
lacking.
morale code. Don't have the integrity. Even if you are a soldier somewhat of the streets, is a time and place for everything. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's like that code is out. A lot of other street codes and morale codes are out. Out the window. So it's, yeah, have nots mean a lot. Like
It's the
you add
it's the
on.
snake eating its own tail, because it's feeding off of the degradation of an idea and deterioration of a moral code, as you said. As the code deteriorates, the next person that comes into that is coming into it from a lack, and
Hmm.
then they're going to also lack because there is no structure to establish and build on. So
Hmm.
each person that plays into that game contributes to the further degradation and deterioration of the values.
And self value, if you pushing this online, you going on, your social media, and you bragging about this, you talking about this. A lot of people seen videos of what the media put out, but you go a deeper search, you see other type of videos, that correlates with this violence. And on the first story, you know what I mean? And yeah, you see this stuff. People talk a lot of shit on the internet, on the gram. They trying to get attention. They trying to get clicks and likes. They think this is a way of life, and it's exact opposite. And you get caught up in all of this stuff, and you're young. What was the age group of the second shooting that you referring
The
to?
second shooting, less conversation about the age came into play, because it was not any particular event or thing that was identifying it.
Ah,
So they didn't talk as much about, like, age range, but in both instances, they were younger.
right,
In both instances, they were younger. It's definitely it's always been a poison. I mean, we can go back to the 80s and 90s, like the violence that exists within the city of Chicago. In fact, I mean, the numbers we were in a low point right now. These before these shootings, we hadn't had a lot of violence, a
and
lot of gun
that's
violence in a
true.
while.
That's true. That's
So
true.
the pickup, it comes, it happens. The real trick is, one of the things that I appreciate about having the Fly Nerd Group platform and being able to build in the ways that we do
Hmm.
is, there are things that goes on in our world that are behind closed doors. We're not look at me's. We're not peacocks. So, and most mature men are not peacocks. We're not look at me. So we're not
Right.
doing things that we do for the attention, for the likes. We're not
Mm-mm.
chasing. We're not chasing that instant gratification of satisfaction of, hey, I got this many likes today.
Yeah.
I'd rather discuss something that's gonna compromise likes to maintain integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, but this platform
This is the
opens up
way.
that space, you know what I'm saying, for black men to showcase another way, to
Right.
showcase another side of blackness,
Right. Right.
where
Right.
black
Right.
men are not putting the gun first,
Yeah.
where black men are
Yeah.
not putting violence first, where
Right.
black
Right.
men
Right.
actually have things to discuss of substance and intelligence, and have
Yep.
the articulation to go from knowledge to born on an idea, and
Absolutely.
really get other people motivated into some alternative things, because we really are. it's alternative culture. We're not the mainstream black culture. Hip hop
Nah,
never was.
nah,
You know what I'm
nope,
saying? Having knowledge
nope,
yourself never was.
nope,
You know what I'm
nope,
saying? Being
nope.
being an upright and civilized black man has never been the status quo.
Never. Yep.
So we get to showcase the other way, and sometimes that will help because a lot of these young black men, it's not that they're not doing these things always out of malice. They're in many instances they're doing this out of this is the only way that I know,
Yeah, and
and
that's
I need to
that's
fit
where
in.
that's where our generations and stuff is dropping the ball a little bit, man. Where's the influences? Where are the, if you call us OGs, if we're OGs,
Or even unks, you know what I'm
or
saying? The
unks,
unks, the OGs, all that.
what's up, the unks of our era. We had a back and forth with the elders. Some people in the hip hop community, some people would help out, but some people wouldn't. You know what I mean? And we had to fend and figure things out for ourselves as well as young men. In these environmental changes and just
Right.
growing pains, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like they don't have that, and they're going by their own click of the motion and shit. You know what I mean, so to speak. And I don't know, man, because there's a lot of adults that encourage you know this type
Well,
of move.
yeah, yeah.
Well, the music part,
Well,
what
the
I
music
mean,
part is
because
exploited as
yeah,
always
yeah,
because there's money to be made, and we saw the
right,
same thing in the mainstream rap industry.
right,
The rap industry really pushes and promotes a certain type of rapper through
exactly.
I guess like the 2010s, the drug culture, not drug selling, but drug usage.
Drug usage, yeah,
Drug
drug
usage was pushed. If you
usage,
was a drug
yeah,
user, you got a deal.
yeah,
If you looked like you was burnt out, you got a
yeah.
deal.
You gotta deal
If
easy
you
money.
talked like you was, you know what I'm saying, like you was
Yeah,
leaning,
yeah. Come on in,
if
come on
if
in.
you mentioned it, if you talked about the perks, if you talked about the drinks, if you talked about the syrup, if you talked,
The
if,
formulas,
yeah,
the
you was a
pills,
user.
yeah. If you was a drug, because I mean, it's funny you say that. It's from drug dealer to the drug abuser,
Hmm.
and is now you get the full circle perspective of early rap to today rap, and yeah, now you got all perspectives
It
now,
all plays into the prison pipeline
yeah,
culture
and
because
it
you know what I'm
plays
saying.
into the prison pipeline culture, which they're making money off of in the first
A
place,
hundred
and
percent from the front to the
that's
back.
we could see where this going because it's just recycle money. You putting one money in one pocket. You paying Peter for Paul, as my auntie used to say. You know what I mean? So
And I'm of the mind. I'm not gonna get. I don't like conspiracies, but there's some things that need to be discussed with this particular shooting.
okay,
So one of the things that's interesting about it, so there's a lot of conversation about gang affiliation and gang ties. How the fuck the media knows about this so fast? It's sus to me. It's almost like they had the talking points ahead of the incident.
mm,
Because the first thing you bring up, like you're, oh, so and so was a so and so, and they've had
mm,
violence issues and other
mm,
incidents in the
mm,
past, and in
right.
2020, like they knew all the
They
shit
knew the
about the
whole
gang
rap sheet, the
affiliation,
whole
right?
rap sheet.
But it's not coincidence that at the same time, this I believe that this is partially politicized and weaponized for the purposes of passing that curfew bill.
Okay,
And I
okay,
say that in the sense that I don't know if this was actually done by true gang members trying to retaliate against another gang,
right.
or
Or
if this is some manipulative bullshit, shadow work with niggas that ain't gang bangers that are government affiliated
yeah,
pull
yeah,
a ruse to
yeah,
trigger this conversation in
yeah,
spite of the lives and how
yeah,
they were affected.
yeah.
I'm going to question that, and I'm questioning it because that's what we're supposed to do. Until the facts are present, I'm going to question it. I'm not just going to take the narrative.
Now I understand that position as well, but like I said, I seen some videos on my own that got me on a different route, and I'm sticking with the violence of that nature of that culture and the dangerous of that type of culture. Because I mean, shit, man, you throwing a party or something, your closest friends got pop, your family, your like your closest got is gone. It's I weigh on both angles. You know what I mean? Like, it gotta be some special shooter to do all that. But
Yeah, you got to be very, very, very. You got to have
yeah,
zero empathy.
yeah.
You got
So
to be completely careless,
yeah, it's a
reckless,
tragic. But the other
savage.
shootings, yeah, all this stuff is savage, man. You know what I mean? I ain't no excuse, ain't nothing like that. I don't even know the other story, but it's just fucked up. You know what I mean? So
And most of the time, these shootings are not even over real shit. That's the
absolutely
real.
not.
So that's where a part of the part of the culture that becomes questionable. These are not. This is not like some long-standing, like publicized beef, but the implications of how people react to these little things. Oh, he said something on IG I ain't like. Oh,
Yeah.
he
So
was on
now,
TikTok doing such and
oh
such.
man.
Oh, he was over here with such and I don't like such and such, so I'm gonna
Now
show
you
such
gotta
and such.
go. You gotta terminate someone's life over
Right, you're
this
ending.
trivial
Children are losing
behavior.
fathers,
Yeah,
mothers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like family structures are broken.
yeah.
So a cycle is being perpetuated and continued from these incidents. And the real question is at this point, is what now? So the conversations keep, like we talked about, the conversations keep coming up of drill. Okay.
Right,
So the media continues to push a certain type of music.
right.
They don't want
And
to
we
push
calling
the
out the
other.
GCIs. We calling out to these major
We
clear
calling
channel
out
radio stations
everybody.
because they'll say, "Hey, stop the violence." Have that go on, and then next few songs later, they're playing the drill
Very
song.
the very artist who
Yeah,
he either has participated in and perpetuates, or is just, even if you a studio gangster, and you're still perpetuating it in the name of profit.
right.
All that's the fuck shit. All of y'all are ops. It's just a matter of time if you continue down that path. So to the youth that
They
hear
say a
stuff,
ops. Op mean
opponent, opposition,
yeah,
opportunity, you know what I'm saying, for you
yeah,
to come up, depending upon the perspective of where you're coming from. But
yeah.
all of them are now ops, because if you playing that game, like you say, it's Russian roulette. You can't live a moderately healthy and fulfilling life because you always watching your back at every moment. If you can't have a celebratory moment with your fam and with your friends and with your fans
Right,
as an artist without ruining that moment, this
right.
is going to be a stain on that sis career forever.
Yeah, I ain't going to that
This is
show.
this was her big
Yeah,
moment, and it's stained by this. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's unfortunate that she has to experience such trauma. It's unfortunate that all the people who passed away and their families have to experience that trauma.
yeah.
But it's all for naught, because it's not worth it, and that's what you have to come to terms with. There are better ways to process your emotions. There are better ways to channel your energy than to
But some
always resort
people
to that one
blaming the
option.
kids and saying, "Yo, fuck that shit," because like I said, you do the back trail. These people they done horrible shit to each other, back and forth. It's just been a vicious cycle. So a lot of people just say, "Hey, it's the you live by the gun, you die by the gun." You know,
Well, that is, well, see, but these this is not live by the gun, die by the gun scenarios, because the people who die, we don't. For one, we don't know in that moment what anybody was on. But it's like all them people that got shot. Every one of them was not people who were partaking of the gun.
okay,
And in that moment, let's get on some wild, wild west shit. You bout that life, then draw, nigga. Like
right,
put one on one and sundown.
right, right,
If I
right.
don't have a gun, you don't pull a gun.
Right. True. True.
But y'all
Yeah,
not
but
y'all.
those rules are out. That's why
That's
I
what I'm saying.
said the
They're not
moral
brave.
codes. A
They're
lot of
not brave.
a
They
lot of
lack they
rules is
lack the
out.
gravitas. They lack the testicular
Yeah.
fortitude.
Yeah. There you
And
go.
and that's the conversation that also plays into, where would they get that code from if we
Mm,
doesn't teach them?
exactly.
And we need to be more outspoken, and we being people of the culture,
Yeah.
people of the culture that deals with freedom, justice, and equality, the
Right.
culture that deals with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, that deals
Right.
with elevating and uplifting the black community.
Right.
We need to be accountable,
Yeah.
and we need to put ourselves back into the forefront of the conversation. So when the media talks about rap music and Chicago and drill music, we remind them, nah, hip hop is here, so why don't you support that then? Since you don't like
Exactly.
that, why ain't you supporting this? Oh, because that don't bring you the ratings, that don't bring you the money. Ah, ah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. How I see.
So we gotta call
However,
them. We gotta stand on business too.
we have to stand on business, and that's a very important point, and that's a very important fact. We got to go to these motherfuckers' head and demand this shit. We'll talk about Chicago artists all day that doesn't that's not on
Propagate
that
that.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we could talk about all the artists out here. We talk about them every day anyway. So
Casually.
casually. So
They
you
show up
know,
on flies on the wall.
they always show up on flyers on the wall, and that's why we the flyers of them all because we
The
could we could get them on the wall, baby,
mirror,
and
mirror
we
on your
could show
wall.
you that part of the culture that's not told. We could tell you how they're living, how we're living, how we're moving forward. It's a past, present, and a future of every story. You know what I
Correct.
mean? And we are here to display and tell that side that's been left in the dark. Enough is enough, man. And that's why the Fly Nerd Group is here to do everything that my man said earlier and beyond that, man. We are here to cultivate the culture. We're here to preserve the culture, and we're here to keep it. We keep the streamline tight, man. You know what I
And
mean?
we're here to be
Sacred
exemplary
timeline.
examples. We're
We
here to be
hanging it
exemplary
up right
examples
now
to the black
because,
youth. That's what it is.
huh?
We're here to be exemplary examples to the black youth. We're
That's
here to
it.
show them this is where you can be if you choose a different path. If
That's
you
it.
make a different choice. If you really dig into your creativity, you
Yeah,
really dig into the things that you truly love,
yeah.
and you're not doing it for ego. You're not doing it for pride. You're not doing it for to chase the bills.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? When is a whore not a whore? When you know what I'm saying, when he's not chasing and doing things for the money.
right,
You see what
right.
I'm saying? Period. This is not a gender conversation. You a whore, my brother, if
Yeah,
you chasing the dollar.
that's bottom line.
Period.
That's bottom line.
So, you know, we could get into that. We can have this whole conversation
No, it's
forever.
needed,
It
man,
is,
because
it is.
we got to speak on it. When we start seeing this shit getting disruptive, we can't be the watcher and just just watch it, man. We got to
Fucking
be
Owatu.
yeah, nah, fuck him, man. You gotta say some shit,
Right. You
man.
gotta pull up. And and
Yeah,
and this is the challenge. This is the challenge to the Go Ill community. What y'all sharing? What y'all propagating? Are y'all gonna sit in the corner as the grumpy elder who and point the finger? That's what's wrong with the youth. Da, da, da.
right.
Or are you recognizing your connection to the shortcoming?
Yeah, and
Because
trying to
nature abhors a
alleviate that.
vacuum. When the instructor is not there, the classroom is gonna get disruptive. That's just
Right.
that's just how I go with youth.
That's how it go.
That's how it go. I would expect nothing less. We were youth. Everybody was a child before, and we know what the child's mind is. When the
Exactly.
mouse is away, when the cat is away, the mice will play.
That's it.
So right now, the cat's away. Like the elders withdrew. The
Right.
OGs pulled into their dark corners and they say nothing.
Right.
You know,
Right.
what they say, an idle mind is the devil's
Devil's
playground.
playground. Yep. Yep. Yep.
You know,
Worst
so
thing to
we
do.
we got to step into our own accountability and responsibility for what's happening, and then take that onus back. You know what I'm saying? Put that responsibility back on our backs where it belongs, so that the youth don't have to deal with it. Because there's so many youth that are affected by this that are not even a part of that.
Right.
Because they're gonna criminalize all of our youth.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna take a second and think about it. Well, maybe you are, maybe you aren't.
Nah, they
Nah,
gonna
they just
pull
gonna
up.
go off of face value,
Yeah.
and they're gonna
And
judge, and they're gonna
and
treat
with
them youth
with the
differently.
with the presidency we're in now, you know what I mean?
They're
Martial
beholden.
law
They're
right around the
emboldened.
corner, you know what I mean? There's a lot of little other reasons that be throwing out for them to do what they want. See, yeah, we'll enforce it ourselves and shit like that. Like, man, we don't want these issues. We don't want this look in our city like that, man.
Nah,
Let's keep it
nah.
beautiful, you know what I mean? And let's try to enjoy each other. Like you said earlier, it hasn't been any cases of violence, so it is coincidental that all this shit is happening on this political end. But
Let's add some fuel to that fire. So
yeah,
the venue artist prided itself on being a safe space for Black, Brown, and queer people to gather and
okay,
celebrate in River
right,
North.
right, right,
Let's
right,
let's
right,
let's think about that. This place just
yeah,
opened up in April.
yeah.
They
Oh,
built themselves. They marketed themselves as a safe space for Black, Brown, queer folk.
uh huh, uh huh,
So that's what I'm saying. The plot thickens to me,
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
not like that's the only like you gotta deal with the history of Black Chicago for a while. Let's deal with the history. Black people have venues, and the average Black venue does not stay open for us. True or false?
that's true. That's true, especially nowadays. Yeah,
It's been a minute
yeah,
since we've had a long-standing black venue, and
yeah.
I mean a black venue, meaning a venue where black culture can thrive. The DJs are there. Everybody's doing their thing in the name of blackness on a grand scale.
Right. On an
It
everyday basis too. It's not like a pop up or nothing. It's
nah,
like
this
this
is it
is the
don't happen.
place, this the joint. Yeah.
They
It
close them
hasn't
down.
been it hasn't been anything like that since a long time. And yeah,
I think there's
just
more to it.
yeah, it is more. There's more to it.
And I point people back to when the fake Mission Impossible black face masks were found on the South Side after shootings. There was a situation some years back where there was a shooting. There was and then some people chased the shooters.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of chasing them in the alley, they found a fake black mask, black skin mask, a black face mask.
Oh, really?
You don't remember that? And so everybody concluded, yeah, this was some psyop shit. This is agents.
Ah,
This is agents putting on a black face mask
blackface
and
mask to
then
perpetuate
causing
a black person.
perpetuating
Yeah,
violence.
black violence on
And then the
violence. And
witnesses
now
will
we're
say,
going to look
yeah,
for a black person to retaliate, and whoever fit that
see what
description
I'm
is going to
saying?
get got. And it may
Mhm.
be this dude who looked like this dude who looked like that dude, and then we going to, yeah, man.
Hey,
Hey,
Pro never stop, bro.
hey, man, yo, no conspiracies over here, man. Because every time we throw out conspiracy theories, hey, it's 2025. I seen some of them motherfuckers
This shit
materialize.
came to pass. We had a
So
fucking 2020 pandemic where the world shut down.
yeah,
Conspiracies
exactly.
are alive as well. And while conspiracy theory has become derogatory, the basis of a conspiracy theory is that I have a hypothesis that I can't prove because
I
all the
can't
evidence
prove
is
yet.
not present.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's enough evidence to lead me in a certain thought process based on historical recurring things that
Yeah.
keep happening.
Yeah. I call them open variables.
You know what I'm
It's like,
saying?
it's a possible.
It's some
It's a
fuckery going
possibility.
on, and how
Yeah.
quickly things get weaponized for the purposes of agendas and to pass laws and bills.
Absolutely.
You know,
Laws and
September
bills.
11th type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
You know, like
What
or
was it?
Iran, weapons of mass destruction,
Weapons of mass
and
destruction
all the
being,
bullshit
yeah.
just to come and do what you want and take control of some shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. My heart goes out to the victims and the families of the victims, the people who got injured and their families, because people shouldn't have to deal with this. My heart also goes out to the individuals who did do it because, yo, I'm just going, hey, if ever I wished ill on somebody, these are the moments that I do. Because there's a limit to what we have to have grace and patience and beneficence and mercy. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And these are not those moments.
Right.
These are the moments where we need to call people out and call
Yeah.
systems out and call the
Yeah.
programs and institutions out
Yeah.
and all of the
Yeah.
industries that are monetized off of this type of shit to this day. To this day.
To this day.
So yeah, man, cut it out. Cut it out. All
Cut
of
it
y'all.
out. Get it out. Hey, hey, hey.
So now,
Cut that shit out.
with that being said, let's talk about these racist
These racist
racist fucks.
motherfuckers.
See,
Let's
so
get into
and
it.
let's set some context up. Since Black since Ironheart came out,
All right, so yeah, 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 yeah,
since
yeah.
Ironheart came out on Disney Plus, and before that there
And
was
we kept quiet for a
we
reason
kept
because we
quiet.
wanted to see how all this turned out.
How it
So,
plays out and
yep,
watch the
yep,
show
yep.
unbiased without opinions and getting into all that.
Yeah,
We
we'll
you
get into
know
the show. I
we
mean,
get
yeah,
into the
we'll,
show, but
we'll get into the show.
first,
But first, I want to deep dive into this racist shit. So that Tuesday, it was what date was that? It was the 7th or something? Whatever the
oh,
date it
that they
premiered.
started. Oh, it
Yeah,
premiered last week. Yeah, so
last
that
week.
was 20 something.
Okay, so that morning, they putting out the ad. They put now Disney did. I think they did a horrible job of marketing, but after all this shit has developed, I think it was kind of smart. So
Okay.
they didn't put out any promotions and stuff just a few weeks before, prior to. They was too busy promoting Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Making sure they could get some money off of that. Skin of their teeth. So they're promoting this and putting this out in that morning. And I'm going to the comments myself. Motherfuckers is shitting on the show. Oh, this show is
Before it even
horrible.
debuted.
This they're replacing my Iron Man with this crap, this jungle crap. This like they was going in and very harshly criticizing this show
Oh, it's highly disrespectful.
before it even hit the airwaves, man. No one's seen this stuff except some, the average
Nobody
reviewers.
saw it. The reviewers
But
didn't see it.
they didn't see all this stuff, man. So how in the hell all these comments and reviews come up about something that you didn't even watch yet? And it's very targeted to racism, bro. Like, yeah. I used to see this a lot with the Star Wars with Ray and all of that
With Finn,
series.
yeah.
Yeah, they was going in and criticizing, saying
Shitting on John
very
Boyega before the movie came
yeah
out.
before
They
the
saw
movie
him in a
came
trailer
out,
with a lightsaber and they lost their rabbit ass mind.
which probably made the production switch
It
that
did.
role because they saw the feedback from it and so terrifying. Motherfucker said, "Shit, all right, man, let's do what they want. Let's give in." They tapped out,
Yeah.
you know.
And John Boyega spoke to that when he said that, yeah, I had a more prominent and important role in the series, and they
Right.
deliberately backburned me as a fear of the convert. This is when the studios still weren't understanding what to do with all that commentary on the internet. Now we know
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
listen to none of y'all
Now you know
knuckleheads
you don't
because
listen
y'all
to that
y'all all fake.
bullshit.
Y'all
Cause y'all
full of
some
y'all all
coward ass
bots.
motherfuckers. Y'all
They
bots and y'all
NPCs.
cowards. Y'all NPCs and y'all don't matter anyway, man.
Nah.
And all you motherfucking reviewers out there, you YouTube motherfuckers, we taking this shit. We speak on the black man opinion first, fam. That's where we come from, man. And all you motherfucking reviewers out there saying some jungle shit, oh, they gonna put rap music in here. Oh, what's the name of her AI again? Jacretia, Shanae. You know what I mean? You neurotic motherfuckers, like all you motherfucking racist motherfuckers, all you weirdos, man. You in your mommy basement and shit. You ain't get no pussy and shit. You don't get no real shit, man. And all you do is go out here and just spew hate. You spewing hate on some
Exactly.
shit that you don't even have to watch. Like who cares? You don't like the black story in your comic books? Like what
Don't
is it?
listen.
You
Don't. They
know,
don't.
you
They
you
don't.
don't like
That's the
the
key.
black presence in your shit. It gotta be Wakanda, cause y'all pussy. Y'all know damn well you gonna look crazy dissing some fucking Black Panther shit. So you can't do that. You can't do that, cause you're gonna look insane. But any other black story, I said it before. You could go to all our episodes. Brave New World, racist shit in that.
They was doing the
Oh
same thing.
yeah, doing the same shit.
I mean, they was doing it on the show too. Falcon and the
Yeah,
Winter Soldier. They tried.
yeah,
They was mad about that.
yeah.
They was
Oh,
mad about the
he's
police
not my
scene.
Captain America. Yes he is. Like the fuck you talking about? He is. He's canon in the fucking comic book. The same shit you probably walked over.
Yeah.
Like man, these motherfuckers is cowards. Thunderbolts come out, MCU is back, and now we get to Ironheart, and all this racial shit starts over again. You hating on women. You hating on motherfucking. You hate women. You hate blacks. All you want is a white man saving your world, man. You want
Let
white man in trunks saving your world and shit.
Let's
All
get to the
right,
specifics too.
all
So
right.
one of the things that they were bringing up, these megalomaniacs and extremists, one of the things that they brought up specifically was, and this was some of us talking this too. They talked about the tropiness, right? So let's talk about the tropiness. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's a black trope, yes, the violence and the killing." So I'm from Chicago, as we talking about. This is a Chicago-based podcast. We just talked about Chicago violence. So
Exactly.
there's nothing tropey about Riri's having death in her family from gun violence.
Nah, there's
It's
nothing
not a
tropey
trope.
about
This is
that.
real life for people, man. Like
Yeah,
this is not
yeah.
this is not
And the
something people
code.
make up. Hold on.
Okay.
Then on top of that trope, they all, she's smart because she lost her family and she lost her parents. Every superhero damn near that you love lost their parents.
Oh
Batman,
yeah, Batman,
Iron
Iron
Man,
Man,
Superman.
Superman.
lost his real dad, then lost his
Peter
surrogate father,
Parker.
Peter
He had never
Parker,
met his parents at all.
and then lost his uncle, who was the father figure.
Right.
Losing fucking Black Panther,
Yeah.
father by gun violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody said everybody's parents was killed by violence, street violence.
Right.
Ben was walking down the block, got robbed and shot.
I think it was some other
Batman's
guy.
parents was coming out of the fucking
coming out of the
theater,
theater.
and got robbed and shot.
In the alley.
Iron Man's people got robbed. Well, they got robbed
No,
and
they
shot.
got
No, they
assassinated.
got robbed and shot. In simpler terms, I don't give a fuck if it's an assassination. He got robbed and shot. Fucking Winter Soldier went to rob that nigga of that shit and then shot they ass. Robbed and
True,
shot.
true, that's
Street
cool.
violence. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit because it was a white guy. Robbed and shot. Right?
He was a super soldier.
He got
he's a
robbed
little
and
different.
they got robbed and shot, my nigga. So all these people get robbed and shot. It's okay because they're
Daredevil
white.
didn't his father get shot?
His father got robbed of his integrity
Right,
and his
yeah.
crown as a boxer and got shot.
Shot.
Robbed and shot. We can go through the entire
We can go
catalog.
through a lot of these.
That's a
yeah.
comic book trope.
Yeah.
But to isolate that trope and make it about a black issue or about wokeness, as you say, when it becomes a
Right.
black character,
That shit.
is the bullshit because you accept it with everybody else.
Right.
One of the G's on online said, you know, motherfuckers wouldn't be so mad if all of this exact same shit happened to the little white boy from Endgame. If he became the new Iron Lad and he was running around,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, getting into the same shit, it wouldn't have batted
getting
eye.
in trouble. Right. He was.
It's
probably
okay.
Successfully heisting all this shit. Yeah, it would have
Yeah,
been
it's
A-okay.
okay.
A-okay.
But because it's a black girl, because it's a black woman, because it's a black
So
person,
she's labeled as a criminal. That's another thing.
she's
So they
labeled
say
she's
as
labeled
a-
more so a criminal than half the shit that every one of these
No,
motherfuckers
let's get
committed
into the
crimes.
list. Tony Stark's
Right.
selling motherfucking weapons for war. That's the biggest criminal. Ant-Man was a fucking heist. He was in heist. He was
He
an
went to
actual
prison.
thief.
He was a convict. He was an ex-con.
Punisher.
It's a fucking criminal. All of them, vigilantes in general, including Spider-Man, they're criminals.
Spider-Man. Like the fuck, dude. All these motherfuckers are criminals. The whole Thunderbolts are all bad guys, dude. The new Avengers,
The new
where the
Avengers.
MCU came back, was based off a bunch of criminals back, bro. Like, are you kidding me?
John Walker murked somebody
Mark somebody.
with a shield.
Yeah, with the shield. But that's cool, man. He's
right.
well men, man.
Yeah, you know, so we have
Guardians
to
of the
really.
Galaxy was fucking
Star-Lord
space
was a criminal.
criminals.
They were
Yeah,
pirates.
Get the fuck out of here.
They were thieves.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
MCU is based off of fucking criminology, bro.
it's real
It's
shit.
a hand-to-hand shit. You either had the experience in it or the experience was very close to home. And that's how, if that's a comic book trope, then shit, I don't know what else to say.
That's it. That's it. And that's how you expose these mofos because the things they're complaining about, they're choosing to only complain about them. Look, hold on.
Deadpool is a fucking mercenary. Wolverine is a fucking killer at hire. Like, what the fuck are we talking about,
Right,
man?
like, you know, murdering for fun, but you know that's
Yeah.
okay because
Yeah,
you
that's
know
cool.
Riri though she's a criminal.
And she a criminal. Oh,
But listen,
God, that's
listen. Let me tell you.
disgusting.
Look at how bad it go though. Look how bad it goes. So we got Falcon, aka Captain America. Oh, I'm sorry, Black Falcon. So we got this nigga over here, and he literally went through every possible conceivable thing that you could go through. He gets into this movie. Oh, it's not realistic for Hulk to blah blah blah. Do you know how many motherfuckers like nobody noticed in Avengers when he backhanded Black Widow, who has no fucking powers and no adamantium or vibranium on her, and she hit a fucking metal beam and was like, "Oh, I shake it off. Get the fuck out of here." Like Hulk, you're not gonna, you know, if Hulk touches any human, their bodies are gonna splatter.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're not gonna pretend like all of a sudden it's fake. The whole shit is fake. It's
This
all
is
fiction.
comic book fiction.
John
dude.
Wick gets up from falling off of the rooftop of a hotel.
Well, after walking the fucking 100 stairs flight, getting shot and stabbed, and find his way upstairs. Like, come on,
Like
man.
unlimited stamina.
Unlimited. Like
He wearing
this is
Juggernaut's
video
helmet
game
somewhere or
shit.
something. Like he don't run out of no juice. He keep running. Like get the fuck out of here. So when
Fuck.
you can ignore all of these problems for every other white character, but as soon as the black character has the exact same moment, suddenly you find the justification for flaw. You're racist.
Right.
That's what makes you racist. It's
Right.
because you can accept these exact same circumstances with non-black characters
Yep.
without any issue.
Yep.
If you can only point it out when it's the black character, fuck you.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Fuck you. I don't want nothing to do with you. You do
Bottom
not
line.
get to wear, and if I see you wearing the flag nerd banner, I'm gonna snatch
I'm
that shit.
snatch that shit. I'm gonna beat your ass, G.
You
Like
not
for
gonna
real.
we
You
ain't doing that
ain't. We don't
racism
honor
shit.
that shit. Nah, we ain't getting down
We
like
do
that,
not
man.
honor racism.
Nah, at all. At all. We'll
Stay
beat the
away.
shit out
Stay
you.
far away.
Yeah, fuck out of here, man. Cause
We
I
don't we
ain't.
don't need you. We don't
Nah.
want your money. We
And it's
don't want
good.
we
You
don't want
stay
your
on your
opinions.
side, we stay over here, but don't cross that line, man. I
Stay
don't want to
away.
see.
If
Don't
you
ever.
support that
And
racist
that's the
shit.
thing. You'll never see them say that shit in our face. You never see them say that shit. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
no,
what I'm
of course
saying. It's
not.
coward shit. All they do is type it on the boards. Is these bots, chats,
Like on GTA, all you hear
yeah,
all the racist comments on there, and you hear all the racist comments on anytime you playing these video games, man. These cats
yeah.
be behind the
Yeah,
screens
they
and
be
behind that.
behind the screens with their little headsets on, talking their little shits in their little cubicle room and shit. You know what I mean?
But in real
Musty
life,
and shit.
if they're ever outside in real life, if
Yeah,
they're ever in the real
musty
world, they walking with
motherfuckers
their
ain't
head
getting
down.
nothing. Ain't getting no real shit out here, man. So
Stay away.
stay away and
Stay
stay
away from
away.
stay away from the
But
stay away from our supporters.
yep,
Stay away from our content. Stay away from
yep,
black content because
yep.
it's much easier. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be bothered, don't be bothered. But the
Don't be
problem is you
bothered.
don't even want to see black people successful.
Yeah.
So
Or you just
you
don't want to
rather
see
hate.
it, period. So
Nah.
you going to see it, you want to see your little streamlined white storylines and shit. You don't want to see no black shit. It doesn't, yeah,
It
you
don't matter
you
if it's
can't
good or
take it.
not.
You can't, yeah, it don't matter if it's good or not. You can't take it. And like I said, the only acceptable shit is Wakanda Forever because I
And
feel like
that wasn't
they scared.
acceptable. They
Yeah,
tried it at first,
they tried it.
but
They
but it was
tried it.
the clapback was resounding
And
globally.
that's what we doing. That's what we're going to get into with this Ironheart too because this went on, the clapback
It's
resonated, motherfucker. And
insane.
hey, we support. We see trouble. It's like dude threw that hat up, and them they went crazy on
Oh,
that
by the vote,
motherfucker doc. Yeah, dude threw the hat up.
he was like, "Hey,
It's like, yo, it's
it's
time to get
it's up,
busy now.
it's
Yeah,
up.
it's up
If it's up,
now.
it's up."
So we seen this shit. We seen what's going on, and yeah, we threw the hat up. And it was like, all right, we got your back, G, and we watched this shit, liked it or not. You know what I mean?
And the
And
truth is, it's if you tell me that this is not at least as good as Agatha Harkness, you know what I'm saying? That's what's
you
cracking
bugging.
me up.
Yeah,
You
you're bugging.
bugging.
Yeah,
This was better
bugging.
than Agatha Harkness.
Yeah,
This was better
yeah.
than Agatha
The
all along.
stakes is way higher than that, boy. I tell you.
Y-
So let's get
Were
into
there
this
any stakes
show.
in that show? No, it was just her trying to get some fucking,
She was trying to
power.
get power, but I think the Wiccan storyline had a few stakes in it. If that's the
What were his
case,
stakes?
he was trying to bring his brother
No, I don't give a
and
fuck.
find
It don't
Wanda.
affect the world. It didn't affect nobody.
Well, nah, nah,
You know what I'm
nah.
saying?
All
Like
right, so let's
no stakes. You know what I'm saying?
start.
It was just an episode. And this is me not shitting on Agatha all along, but I'm just pointing it
I
out. You know what I'm
usually do
saying?
it, but yeah,
It's
you
like
the one.
it ain't no stakes in
Oh
that
shit,
movie.
where's my arm cannon at? Starscream.
It's like if Agatha if you didn't if Agatha all along happened or didn't happen, it wouldn't have changed anything in the Marvel universe.
Absolutely. All
Whether
right.
nothing would have
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
Except the fact that she might
Because
not be
nothing
dead
really
right now.
happened.
No,
Nothing really
nothing
happened.
really, nothing that
Yeah.
affected the world. It was
Yeah.
all a self-contained problem.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
affect any. It only affected one civilian,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
technically, she was already into the shit because of Wanda.
Anyway, right? Because
It's
they
like
all was
they was
part of
already
it. Yeah.
affected. So
Yeah.
this is just a part of that same problem. So when you get into a space where there are a little bit more stakes, because what we're dealing with is threats and dangers that that could have long lasting implications
Implications moving down the line, and
from the basic thing of Stain,
yeah.
Zeke Stain.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're looking at the potential of this tech. Riri is losing tech all over the city.
Yeah, she is.
You know
Now
what I'm
let's.
saying?
Yeah. Now
So
we're in Chicago now,
we
so she
in
got
Chicago,
kicked out.
Chicago.
She
We
got
ain't go
kicked out of
Hill.
MIT, and I'll get to
On the
the
Stark,
theory.
on the Stark grant, I might
Yeah,
add.
yeah. She got kicked out because she was too busy. What was
She
she
was
doing?
focused on her
Making
armor.
yeah, focusing
She was
on her
focusing on
armor.
her armor, and she kept fucking up other things because she was distracted. So now
Right.
this show, which is this is where Marvel's going right now in these recent films. It's all about personal traumas.
Yeah, I
So
see.
this one, she's grieving, and
Yeah.
she had not been dealing with the grief for a long time. And it's like through these events in this show, the grief had a moment to come up to the surface and release.
So
And
let's
that's
get
the
into
death
the
of her
Riri.
stepfather,
So yeah, that's the death of her stepfather and her best
her best
friend,
friend,
Natalie. So
Natalie.
now her energy is low. Now this is very important, key to understand. That's why these chain of events is happening and why we got to
Correct.
the conclusion that we got to, and why we was talking about what we talked about even at the top of the show. It's all
Exactly.
it all relative of you're trying to do well, you're in the school, and then you something slip up, and now
Now you got
you're
to
at
do what you got to do.
you're at point zero again, the start point. So she got kicked out of MIT because of those reasons. Yes, I didn't even think about that, but you're right. She moved back to Chicago. Now, this is one was one of the greatest highlights for me of this show is definitely seeing Chicago. Part of the MCU, man. We made it, man. Like we
Yeah.
made it, man. We
Yeah,
part of the
which just means that
MCU, man.
we gonna have a destruction soon. So just be ready.
Yeah, it's all coming, but at least we were part of it. You see some cool stuff. They was filming on 74th. I seen like from 79th. I think
Yeah.
Wicker Park. I definitely seen in there the
Hmm.
Damon stop, and that Stan's Donuts right
Hey, they
there.
did a nice twist with the Stan's Donuts because, of course, that was a nod to Stan Lee too.
Right, that's true. And the Sugar Bakery was in it on the south side as well. So shout out
Yep.
to them. That's definitely black owned. Definitely that's one of our own homegrown places. They said the cake's like crack too, so y'all go ahead and
But that
get
ain't the
that.
same place that what you call it did went to and did his video, right?
Who?
Lupe. That's not that place, is it?
It could be because
Where
he
he
got the cake. Yeah,
where he
it
did
could
the
have been.
at the end of the cake video.
Yeah,
He
it could have been the end of the cake. I think so. I think there is a spot. It's not too many cake spots bakeries that we have. So you know,
facts.
I believe that was the same spot. So yeah, that was I was very excited to see Chicago all in there, and then a lot of film because when they was filming this, I was literally bumping into the sets just in everyday travel. They was downtown a lot. They was on the south side. You know what I mean? They was up north. They was even in Evanston and shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of work came from Chicago. A lot of Chicago production was from people from here, so that's why they had them with the Jordans on and had people with the
Hey,
Chicago-ish
they
type of
had the
fits.
flavor because it
Yeah.
he understood the assignment when he was filming because he understood how to showcase the Chicago scene and the people of
Mm-hmm.
Chicago in a way that was different
Mm-hmm.
than the way they show like New York and other places. So it
Exactly.
really he really understood the flavors of Chicago, and I
Yeah.
appreciated that.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
that's.
so go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead. So that was my
So what we dealing with in this show, the show is dealing with her coming back home, and then what I'm saying at this point she broke. She had
right.
nothing. The only thing she had going for her was that grant and being in MIT and being able
Right.
to create. But
Right.
what the underlying current of this show is that her obsession with the armor is very much similar to Tony's obsession with the armor.
Yeah.
Tony wanted to put a suit of armor around the world.
Yep.
Because of the gun violence that happened to her best friend and to her stepfather, she
She
wanted to
felt
put a
like
suit
she
of
wanted to
armor to
protect
protect
because
everybody, her
she
family.
couldn't she couldn't protect them at that point.
So now, and that's the whole thing. She kept saying, because I could.
Yeah.
The focusing and working on the armor 24/7 was the way to get close to her stepfather, to remember her
Yeah.
stepfather, because
Yeah.
that's what they did. They worked in his garage on cars and
Yep.
engineering and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then she starts getting into some shit because her armor is destroyed. It's kind of damaged. And she's like, I need to get some money so I can build better armor because this
Right.
ain't gonna cut it. So what
Right.
does she do? You know what I'm saying? The hood, the hood
Dun,
and his
dun,
crew,
dun, dun, dun.
they recruit, you know what I'm saying? They recruit her. And
Yeah.
so they go on what we think are some regular heists, but the joke or the underlying play on this is that he's called the Hood and they were doing Robin Hood theory shit.
Yeah.
They were robbing
Absolutely.
from the rich
From
and
the
giving
rich
to
and giving
themselves,
to themselves, which was the
the
poor.
poor. So
So this is all about the have-nots.
the
Once again,
have-nots.
once you in that realm of have-not, then you doing things. You're in survival mode. And watching this story, I fully understood what was going on. I
Right.
knew you understood what was going on, and that's why I say you other folks watching this probably then that didn't ring a bell in their little neck of the woods and shit because they never had to experience this shit and got a little frustrated to see someone actually have to go through this, which is actually realistic. I mean, you know what I mean? So, I mean, for me, so yeah, I
Yeah, they
seen
can't
this.
relate.
The hood definitely recruited her and used her for crimes. Now,
But we
I
found out
do have
later.
things about the show though. I didn't like the hood um bunch of merry men, his criminals, you know what I mean? They was very like, come on, dog. Like, yeah, y'all can steal, y'all get to stealing, but anything else, I was not like intimidated. I would say, man.
Well, they're not those type of criminals.
Yeah, I see.
The
Yeah,
hood is not there. Remember, this is an origin story for the
exactly.
hood.
Right,
So
right.
Riri, we already saw, but this is the hood coming into himself. He hadn't, you know what I'm saying? He just got into this space. He's been
Yeah,
developing himself as the hood, learning how to be the hood.
right,
And what we see is that even the crimes that they were committing for him were not crimes just to rob for the sake of robbing. It was practice for him to get to his dad, who put him out and disowned him and took and wouldn't give him a piece of the wealth.
right,
So
right, right,
through his trauma of having this dysfunctional relationship with his father kicking him out the house and disowning him, so to speak,
right.
that becomes his motivation. He's got to prove, I'm the man. So I'm gonna get to this place where I can put you out of your house, take over your business, and now you have nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And but he had no way to get there. So there's this particular guy in the MCU, a particular
Wait.
guy.
Let's not get there yet. Let's
Nah,
not
we
get there yet. Let's build this. Let's build the magic up because this leads because he get this hood and this hood has these evil powers to it. I'll just leave it as that.
dark magic,
Dark
dark magic.
magic is interlaced with this hood. So,
Hmm.
boom, he has this.
He got
We'll
these
get to
abilities.
how he got it in a minute.
He
Yeah,
can
he
bend
got.
bullets. He can turn
Yeah,
invisible.
yep,
He
yep,
got a
yep,
little
yep.
enhanced strength.
Well, yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
and
some
it's a
things
little
going on.
something he could fight and has some, physical combat
Dex,
in
yeah,
this, dexterity as he was about to say. So,
yeah.
yeah, so but all the people say, "Oh, this ain't my Iron Man." No, it's not your Iron Man.
Not supposed to
Actually,
be. Number one,
yeah,
she's not fucking Iron Man.
she's not Iron Man. And last time I checked, Iron Man didn't have magic in the lace with her outfit with his armor. So the only
And they
person I
when
know who did that was Doctor Doom.
and he's on his way.
Yeah, he's on his way. So it's not about Iron Man no more. It's about Doom. So yes, she learned magic. She figured out that this hood is
Well,
is
more
evil.
specifically, she learned magic from Zelma.
And that's where I was going to get at. Zelma. One of my favorite highlights of the show was Zelma,
She was a
man,
gem.
because
She was a gem.
she cold as
Yeah,
hell,
and she casual with
man.
it.
Yeah, she
She
good,
casual.
man. So if y'all don't know who Zelma is a character from Strange Academy, correct?
She is not only a character from Strange Academy, but she is one of the instructors at Strange Academy.
There you go.
She is
Yeah.
a teacher at Strange Academy,
So Strange
along with
Academy is the academy where you
for
learn all
kids, for
this
kids
magic.
of for Karmatage and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, if they have their sorcerers, but they also have like similar to Jedi's, they discover people with talents at a young age,
Right.
and or if you happen to be a witchy sorcery type of parent,
Yeah, you can
you
go
put your
hang
kid in
out.
there, like
Yeah,
go over
put your
there,
kid in
go hang
there.
out with little kid Dormammu. Go ahead. Because that's what's ill about Strange Academy is Dormammu, as fucking demonical and devious as he is, he put his
Oh, got
kid
his
in
kid.
Strange Academy because he
Oh,
respects
you
Strange.
know he's still gonna learn. Like I said before, he's a good father. He's an evil spirit deity, but he is such a good father. And I give him
Yeah.
credit
He
because
was
that's
like,
what
"Oh, I like you, Strange. Here,
I
teach
like
my
you.
kid.
Teach my kid the magic,
Or else
huh?
I'll eat you all. I'll eat your whole universe." Like, wait a
Well, why
minute.
don't you teach? Shut up.
Right. I'm busy. I'm busy. I don't have time. Get it? Ha ha. Yeah. Dormammu. That's Strange Academy is an interesting concept
I like
because
that.
of that fact.
I hope they deep dive into that series as well, or movie, or whatever they're going to do, because that was a very good pull for me. I really liked her character, and shout out to Cree Summers. That was her mom in the
Yeah,
series.
she
So
she in she in the MCU.
yeah, she in the MCU. Pow, 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 pow,
Welcome,
pow.
welcome. And
Welcome.
that's and she was perfect for that role because I felt like that's just her in
Yeah,
real life.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Quirky,
saying?
yeah,
Quirky,
quirky.
witchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Earthy.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Earthy
saying?
Cree. You know what I mean?
That's her.
So,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I thought that was a nice nod, and I thought, and again, going back to the things that work so well in this show because they understood the assignment.
yeah, yeah.
Let's cast someone for this role who very much embodies that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Let's cast this person. Let's do all these unique things. Because again, like you said, it's the first show. Because again, she realizes that the hood, after trying to do some analysis, that the hood ain't all right.
Right,
There's some magic
right.
to it, or
Yeah.
something going on. So she
Because he's
goes,
getting this rash,
oh,
this
every time he
rash on his
use
back.
it,
Yeah.
and so let's talk about that because this is all these things are playing into the ultimate reveal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
um, one of the things that Zelma was talking about was like she said, yeah, you know, like when you become a rep like a servant of Dormammu, you know, like you get these things on your skin and your eyes get all burnt and singed and whatever, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so she's saying, well, if he's got markings on his body from the use of this dark magic, it's probably because he's serving Dormammu or somebody.
And that
So
interlaced with Doctor Strange. What was the villain on there? His name.
Caecilius,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Caecilius,
He had the dark man.
yeah,
I
all of
paid
them.
attention to that. Yeah, his eyes
All of
was
them were fucked
burnt
up when they
out.
accepted Dormammu.
Yeah,
And then they
that's
got the
crazy.
little Majin Buu on their head type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You when you get when magic when you under a magic spell, it marks your skin.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
so all of these things are happening. So this dude, the hood, he's got a magic hood from an unknown source that gives him magic powers.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got her in the mix of all this, and then she randomly comes across a techie guy who she's trying to get help because she needs some special tech. Turns out this guy is Obadiah Stane's son,
Now I was into
Ezekiel
Zeke
Stane,
Stain. Yeah.
who very much doesn't like the legacy of his father and doesn't like the legacy of the Iron Suits at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he even
What's the
identifies
legacy of his father? So
his
people
father
know.
was Iron Man 1. So Obadiah Stane was co-owner of Stark Industries.
Right.
He was responsible for trying to kill Tony Stark in that movie
Right.
because Stark discovered that he was selling weapons to the other side, to the
Yeah.
enemy, so to speak.
Mm.
Under the
Criminal.
yeah, exactly. You know, so Starks decides, well, I want to come clean. I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
And
Right.
that's when he's like, well, nah, you ain't about to fuck up this money I'm making, fam.
Yeah, man,
You know,
fam, what you doing? You
right.
fucking up the church's money.
So the famous attempt at Stark's life turns out to be an incident orchestrated by Obadiah Stane, and this crowns in the movie ending in which Zeke even mentions him as Ironmonger. This is the first time
Mm-hmm.
that he was ever identified as
As
Ironmonger,
Ironmonger.
and that's his comic nomenclature. Where in the MCU, you know, they just never talked about it because he was only in that one movie anyway and died.
Right, and that was it.
So what we find out is that they like as a part of the Shield desire to keep all that under wraps. Remember, they said it was just a training exercise and it was a blah blah blah, and it was not, you know. It turns
Yeah.
out no one knew that Stain was Ironmonger. Nobody knew that that was him in that suit.
They didn't put two and two. Right. They
Well,
didn't.
they never said it. They publicized that he died in a plane crash.
Oh, that's
That's what
right.
he was talking about. He's like, everybody says my dad died this way, but he died trying to kill Stark. Like Stain knew, like Zeke knew all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he was like, I don't want nothing to do with them suits. Them suits is bad. Keep them away from me.
Right, right, right.
But long story short, as he's getting into it, you know what I'm saying, he ends up going to jail because RiRi used some tech from him, left at the scene of a crime, and the police went and arrested him,
Right,
put
right.
him in jail, to which then, you know, through these incidents, there was another member of the Robin Hood's Merry Men who was killed indirectly by RiRi. Well,
True.
kind of directly, but she let him die. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
she didn't actually kill him. She just let him die.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so she felt guilt about that, just adding to the trauma of life and death and the things that she's been holding on inside of
Which
her.
I wasn't salty about that either. Eric, what's his name? Eric Andre.
Yeah,
I ain't a big
that
fan of
character.
him. Yeah, I ain't a big fan
What,
of
as an
that
actor or
genre.
as a
Just
character?
both.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
just
You went
both.
personal for a minute.
Yeah, I don't really care.
You don't like him?
Not really. Not a big
Okay.
fan of. But
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
all these
maybe it
different
hurt my
things is
feelings.
happening in this show, and
Some
I'm
people said it
deliberately.
did. It hurt their feelings, but that
Well, that he
yeah,
died.
yeah, that he
Well,
died too
I think
soon.
I think the point of it was, again, and I appreciate stories that don't have plot armor for characters. We
Okay,
like he
it's
got it,
good.
and he got it in such a fucked up way because Riri could have saved him.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
could have,
yeah.
but
She could have.
didn't. And she sat there as he was dying, just watching.
So a lot of people saying Riri wasn't portrayed as a likable character. She did a lot of unlikable shit. And shout out to Dominique, what's her name, Thorson,
Yeah, Thornton.
Thornton. She did some decent acting. I think she had a lot of blankness sometimes
But I mean,
displaying the character.
it's about her portraying, again. She's portraying grief.
And okay, so
This
there's
is
a
her.
lot of inner stuff going
This
on.
is her. This is her portraying a character through grief,
Uh huh.
and that's what she's presenting. You got to think about the stages of grief, and you got to think about what she's going through. And that's what I'm saying. You got to really look at this. The writing is brilliant. The writing is brilliant because
I ain't saying
nah,
that word.
you got
I'm
to.
not
It's because
saying
the
that
writing is deeper than the
word.
surface. The writing is deeper than the surface. When you're pitting all these scenarios together, you got to understand how this all weaves together to create this narrative that led to why the mystery man was able to do what the fuck he did.
Okay,
You know
all
what I'm saying?
right,
It
yeah,
all
yeah,
ties
yeah,
together. It was such
yeah.
a buildup of heavy. It got she kept having those panic attacks
Right, right.
because she was going through something and she
She was
wasn't
going.
handling it.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
slowly unraveling
yeah.
because she's haven't dealt with the trauma of from the past with her dying friend. Then
Right.
let's get into the fact that she tries to create this AI and it manifests as a sentient
Into
version of her best
of her
friend.
best friend that
Not
got
just
murdered.
casually, but almost like it's the soul of her best friend. So
So
let's get into
pause
that.
right there. I don't think that was an accident.
It is
I
not an
think
accident. This is all a
that
part
was
of the
purposely
plan.
done by the mysterious man. And
See, don't tell me this writing wasn't good. See that? See what I'm saying? That's some heavy shit. You watching this series with this character and you thinking Riri just accidentally created it. It was like,
nah, it
oh,
wasn't her.
nah, this is all about
Nah,
him
it
trying
wasn't
to get
her.
to her. In
I
fact,
yeah.
he gave the hood to the hood to get to
So to
her.
get to her, so that's
The guy,
all
they
right.
put her out of MIT because of
Because
Mephisto.
all
Let's
of this
fucking go.
Mephisto, let's say it, man.
Fucking
Mephisto is
Mephisto.
behind all this shit. It's the motherfucking, and they
This
say he's
B
not the
guy.
devil, he's not Lucifer,
No,
he's
let's
not
be
that.
clear. He
But
technically is, but he
but
isn't.
yeah,
So there
that's what
is Lucifer is in the MCU, but
yes.
he don't fuck around.
But
He don't
oh,
fuck
so
around.
the
Lucifer
actual
exists.
oh, okay.
Lucifer and him, they both reside in the Netherland, the Nether realm.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Nether
yeah.
realm is where like Hela was with her hell.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep,
He has a
yep,
piece.
yep.
His piece is called hell. He calls his
Yeah.
piece of the never like. And Lucifer does not call his place hell.
Okay. So
So, but the thing is, they look very similar. They look similar.
what
They're both
about power
red.
level? Was Lucifer more powerful than him?
We don't know
Mephisto?
because Lucifer don't really fuck around. Like I
So he
said,
never. Okay, okay,
he don't
okay.
really fuck around. But
So
it's
the representation, the representative
yes,
of this is Mephisto.
Mephisto
He's
is
not
the
actually.
embodiment of that
Yeah,
shit.
he's the embodiment of that. So when you see this motherfucker around, hey man,
You
like
don't. All bets are off.
yeah, all bets are off, and this. I don't know how you beat him. I don't know, man. There ain't no beating
You
to this.
don't. So the thing
And
with
we're getting to this place now. They're introducing unbeatable people.
unbeatable and unkillable characters,
Unkill. Yeah,
which they've been
yeah,
slowly demonstrating, like Dormammu is unkillable.
exactly.
Actually, Ego is unkillable.
Yep, yep, yep,
You
yep,
know, like
yep.
Ego ain't dead.
Nah, he ain't dead at
You
all.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He
yeah.
planted himself around the
He-
multiverse.
exactly,
He's
exactly.
he's gonna,
So
so this guy,
he showed
Mephisto,
up, and this is what got me, man. So all right, the first half of Ironheart was decent, but this second half, this when it got good to me, man. When he fired all them goons and all that shit, and the story started to progress, in my opinion, and that's when we start getting to the meat of the bones. When Sasha Cohen walked on set, G, in that scene, My heart dropped to the motherfucking heart because they pre-planned it. Dormammu was behind this. You know what I mean? That's what Zelma says. Like, yeah, Dormammu was behind this, and we was going off. All right, we
Well, they
gonna see
tricked us
Dormammu.
because
Yeah.
Faust. I don't know if I mentioned this to you when we was talking about the show. Remember, I mentioned the Faust posters on the wall.
Okay. Right.
The
Right. Right.
Faust posters on the wall gave it away because Faust is a German story, and Doctor Faust is a guy who made a deal with the devil for wealth and power.
Right. Right.
So they put
Right.
this poster up with Faust on it. So if you knew, you knew, and
You
immediately you're like,
knew.
okay, so this is about people making deals, and
So.
that's what
Uh huh.
Mephisto. And that's the difference between Mephisto and Dormammu, for example. Dormammu has an insatiable hunger similar to Galactus, and he wants to eat realms. He,
Mm,
or rather, I don't say eat. He wants to consume realms and add them onto his realm, and that makes him more powerful. He also has a strange obsession with time because he doesn't have it, which also attracts him here. So, but Mephisto, on the other hand, doesn't seek to control or conquer realms. He gets more powerful by collecting souls,
collecting souls. So he's a
and so
soul
he makes
collector.
deals
So he
with you.
walking around Chicago collecting souls, man. Y'all see, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all
We gotta be
sleeping.
careful outside
That's
because
why he's in
this
Chicago.
motherfucker's in Chicago collecting souls like a motherfucker. Y'all just serving them this shit in silver platters, man. Like, chill the fuck out.
So
What we
now
doing?
let's go back to this talk of tropes. When the truth of the matter is, it sets up the Mephisto being there
Let's
because there's
go.
so much violence and so many souls and so many
When
deprived people who are willing to give everything for you know what
that's
I'm
what I'm going to get
saying?
into. So just to jump ahead, when she is sitting down with this motherfucker, he tells her, "Oh, I make deals with your people, your kind of people all the time." That's not racist. That's based off of what you just said. The have-nots. So they're trying to get out the hood. Now you
Everybody in that
just, yeah,
story.
you trying to live, you trying to make some money, you trying to feed your family, you trying to get your bills, you trying to get some of that nice life you see on the internets and all that shit. You trying to just get ahead in life, and you willing to do whatever you got to do to get
Savages in the
that.
pursuit of
And
happiness.
then you savages in
Whores.
the pursuit of happiness, man. And you will sit down with this motherfucker and shake hands. Don't shake hands with him at the pizza
Don't
parlor,
take that
man.
pizza, man. He
Don't
was
take
eating
that
Nancy's
pizza.
pizza too. That's so
Yeah,
good.
that's
I would have been
yeah, that's
struggling. He gonna
fire.
offer me some
That's
fucking
fire.
Nancy's.
That's
It's
fire.
like, dude,
That's fire.
like,
But
what
the
are you doing?
symbolism of pizza and
Hmm.
the
A slice of
conspiracy
the American
behind
pie,
that. Yeah, a slice of the American pie. I heard like satanic rituals is involved with
pizza gate.
pizzas as well, Pizzagate and all this shit. So they was in their bag doing this, and
So
that's why I
that's
was
that's
watching
good
this.
writing.
I watched this and I was like, yo, this is scariest shit I seen Marvel ever produced, and they probably didn't intend it to be,
No, they
but it was
did.
just
They did.
it's okay. So it's the simple symbolism things that gets me, and those little reasons in him portraying this character, you already know what's about to go down.
Yeah, it's
So
about to be
yeah,
fucked up.
it's about to be fucked up. So yes, all these problems that Riri encountered, I believe it was because
You
Mephisto
don't
and
have to
Mephisto
believe
alone.
the whole going all the way. So she's the smartest, one of the smartest people in the world.
Right,
One of the smartest in the world.
right.
He told her, with your genius and my abilities, we could do anything.
We could do anything.
We could do anything.
Yeah,
He don't
yeah.
need Wanda because
Nah,
Wanda can do. He could do what Wanda can do. He can manipulate reality. He can change worlds. He can create. He can take souls and produce a new life. He can
yeah.
do all that shit.
He could do all that.
He
He
wrote the
could do
book
all.
she studied.
Yeah,
His fucking book. He literally wrote the book that she studied to do these things.
yeah.
You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true, true.
He uses Scarlet Witch. He
Yeah,
wrote about her
yeah,
because he
yeah.
wanted you to understand. That's just my plaything.
So I want
So
to
he
get
got
more into
her.
like what he's behind. So he could be behind the Scarlet Witch from day one.
He could be
All this
he
shit.
once Mephisto is revealed, you have to understand Mephisto's how deep his tentacles go.
Yeah,
Mephisto
yeah.
only cares about collecting souls, and he collects souls from the most grieving, the most unsafe. So we know that she had the dark hold.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Her having the dark hold means that
Yeah,
she
she
made a
was in
deal
a
with
dark
Mephisto
place. Yeah, yeah.
because
She
she was
was
in a
in a
dark place because she lost her fucking
and even if she
family.
didn't make a deal with him is the acceptance of, you know what I mean? Because no one could hold a dark hold. No one should. You will lose your mind if you touch
Hell
that
yeah.
type of shit. You know what I mean? So if you're capable, you
Of
accept
holding
it in
that.
permission of that type of energy. You know what I mean? It's like when Doctor Strange on What If Doctor Strange, when he was absorbing all those demons and stuff, you have to accept that to enter your spiritual realm. So that's an agreement in itself.
That's a
You know
covenant.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
you have
Yeah.
signed a
So
contract. It's a soul
yes.
contract.
Yeah, right.
And the
So
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the one that he fought at the end.
yeah, he had to get into his own dead body, and that was against the laws. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of little spiritual contracts. That's why yeah, when he showed up, I was like, oh my goodness,
Yeah, this
dude.
changes everything. So now
Yeah,
let's be specific about something that he did do.
what he
He
do?
had Natalie's soul. However, he got it, whether he got it when back then, or he got it through other means, because he will go to places and get you if he wants to use your soul to bargain. So he had Natalie's soul, and he inserted Natalie's soul into that
Into
AI.
the AI. He did that shit.
That
It
that was
wasn't a glitch because it
nah, that
came up
wasn't a
as a
glitch.
glitch, and I was even thinking like, well, how come she that damn advanced and does nothing
Casually,
with it? Yeah,
exactly.
casually. But that
But she
wasn't
couldn't
her.
duplicate it and that's why when Velma's spell went into the suit, Natalie's imagery, Natalie's programming disappeared,
Right.
because Natalie's programming was Mephisto, and Velma's
Exactly.
power was a
Was
defense spell
actual
against dark
defense.
arts.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
the dark arts got blocked
Got
by
blocked
her
out,
spell,
and then was running
which
off
means
the
she got
deal.
some power.
Who's Zelma?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, nigga,
she
she
got some
converted that
power.
shit with ease, and the way she was talking kamikaze, I ain't never heard of Doctor Strange. Like, nah, she.
She
That's why I
about
looked
that.
at her. She about that life, and she cold as hell, dude. And yeah,
She's a pro.
I would like to see her in defense of Wanda or something
Yeah.
like that happen. It's like I think she could hold her own, and I think she'll be a powerful ally to Wong and Doctor Strange. Since Doctor Strange never showed the fuck up when all this
He
shit's happening.
gone. He
Yeah, I
gone.
know he always gone
He in the
somewhere,
dark. He's
man.
somewhere.
He
He
always
right.
gone somewhere with
Is
clear.
that's Doctor
Man, get
Strange.
your ass out of here, man.
That's
So
why
we
we need
need the
Doom.
Zelmas,
And
and we
that,
no, we need Zelma,
but
nigga. We
but
don't
but
need
Zelma and
Doom either,
Doom.
cause
No,
I don't
Zelma and
trust
Doom
him
work
either.
together
I
too.
don't. They did. They
Yeah,
have.
they worked. Doom is an instructor in Strange Academy too, and
All
she
right,
was there.
I
Yeah,
take it
they've
back.
had
I take
interactions.
it back. I take it back. All right.
So, but you got to understand, all of these players, many instances, they got to work
This
together.
is leading up to Doom. Let's just go ahead and nip it in the bud. So Zelma,
Yes,
Strange Academy, you right. Doom does have a relationship in that academy as well. He was an instructor. He dealt with Zelma as well. Um, this could be leading into him helping Riri. You know what I mean? If she made this deal, because he has relationships with Mephisto, with his mom. He got his mom's soul. You know what I mean? And he been trying to
trying
get
to
that
figure out how
back.
to beat
Yeah,
Mephisto and get it back since
yeah,
he's a kid.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and the worst part is that, again, going into the way Mephisto operates. Mephisto is so fucking intelligent.
Oh yeah,
He plays chess so
yeah,
advanced. He's playing
yeah,
the multi-dimensional chess
yeah.
with you, and you thinking and he's already plotted. He
He
created
plot.
that entire scenario.
Yeah,
He did all of that.
yeah,
He manipulated everybody
yeah,
to get what
yeah.
he wanted. And it's more all he wants is souls, because anyone who signs a
It was
contract with
about
him.
negotiation. It was a setup to meet. It was a
Mhm.
setup to meet. And once they met and they start talking, now he's playing this life of what you want. He's playing with
I
you.
can
Oh,
give you
what you
whatever
need?
you
I could give
need.
you what you need. You need this? Oh, I could give you this. And he's putting these images in your head and shit while he's negotiating, talking you down very calmly, very, very serene, very, very acute in his
Yeah,
presentation.
very psychological.
Yeah, so he could make sure he could get you. And this is why I'm saying when you in your low points, you in your low points of life, and you hearing this person talking to you with this demeanor and this whole like pipe dream of things and flashing it before your very eyes, as they say, a lot of people's going to shake that hand.
Oh, that's
A
how the
lot of
deals are
weak
done.
people, yeah, a lot of weak people's going to shake that hand. And yeah, that's how deals are done basically.
That's the
You
rap
know,
industry.
yeah, that's the rap industry. A lot of you motherfuckers shook hands, and this is a
For the
reflection of the
gold.
young. We gave you warnings. Don't fuck with the devil, man. We got so much shit, man. Conscious rap from
Yeah.
KRS One to Poor Righteous Teachers, all X Clan. Hey, don't fuck with the devil shit. Don't fuck with that devilish shit. Always been our code from Wu Tang. You know what I mean? Gods, God Body. You know what I mean? Boot Camp Click, same shit. You know, these young folks can sit down and make the deal with them. So I look at that as the young folks' angst too. They
Well, they're all coming from low places, the
yeah,
have-nots. See, because
yeah,
that's why he's on Earth. He could be anywhere in the universe,
right.
and he is, but he focuses on Earth, and
Because
obviously in
it's
this particular period of time, he's focused on Chicago.
yeah,
And the reason is because the easiest way to get a deal with to get a soul is when you are in grief and you are in a low point, as you say, and you're vulnerable, because at that particular moment of grief you're willing to do anything to get what you're wishing for. Remember, that's how he got the hood in the first place, because he told him at his low point when he was in grief because of what
yep.
happened with his dad.
Do his
He said,
dad.
well, I can get you what you
I
want.
get you what you want.
Yeah,
You
he's
want to
like,
be filthy, greasy,
yeah,
filthy,
he said, what's
rich.
the word you use? Filthy, greasy, rich. Ain't that what you saying?
Yeah, so he gave him what he wants. So
You
you
got
doing
what you
grimy
want.
work to get,
Greasy work to get
yeah,
what you
greasy
want.
work to get what you want. And he
With
gave you a
filthy,
cloak.
greasy people.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The writing, you can't see, you can't, this is the type of show, similar, like I call this like the Loki effect.
okay,
The
okay.
Loki series, it was wild, it was crazy, it was good, but people at certain points like, oh, none of this makes sense until you get to the
Until
end of
you
the
get to the
first
end,
season. And then
yeah.
the He Who Remains, suddenly you go back and watch that
Yeah,
show
it's
like,
like,
holy shit.
holy shit! All
Oh,
of
this
this
is
was
all.
because of yeah,
So now the way Mephisto comes in the end, now go back and watch it
yeah, yep,
with that in
yep,
mind, and suddenly the
yeah,
show is totally different.
yeah,
That's what I say is
yeah.
good writing. But if you watch it from the beginning and you're like, I don't get this connection, I don't understand this, why is this, this is stupid, what is this, what is this, now
Cause
it all
y'all
makes
was painting her
sense.
as a criminal. Y'all was saying, "Oh my God!" Y'all even said it was racist for her to go through all of this stuff because she's super smart, which I deserve. I mean, credit is due. You know what I'm saying? She was with Wakanda, but even she said
There,
in the show she couldn't call Shuri and let them know what's
for
going
the
on
biggest reason
because
of all is that as of this moment in this show, there is no Wakanda. Wakanda's
yeah,
recovering from
yeah,
getting his ass handed to him by Namor.
Namor and
Namor,
Thanos.
yeah, yeah. First Thanos, then Namor
Hmm.
flooded that city, so
Hmm.
laid to waste. So we got to really understand that Riri is in a very vulnerable and alone place, which is the worst place to be when the devil come calling.
And that's oof,
If you
oof.
alone and you vulnerable and the devil come calling,
Yeah,
you
man.
better fast for 40 days and 40 nights.
You better
You better
eat
do
your garlic. Don't
something.
invite no one in the house. Like stay
Don't
in the
accept
house.
no. If somebody to ask
Yeah.
you out for pizza,
Nah, say no,
and then
no.
so and then let's talk about this. There's a lot of conversation also that's going around because people don't really understand.
What?
Well, I don't understand how that guy is like a threat. He's not even as powerful as Thanos. First of all, Mephisto is dangerous.
Like I
And
said, when I saw his presence, I know what's up. I got scared. I got
Mephisto,
scared. No matter what they Marvel put out there, this was the scariest shit I seen because Mephisto is nothing to play with. You don't want to talk to this person. You don't want no eye contact with this type of shit. Like you don't want that
this
much. If he
dude,
walking up, fam, you
this is
need
not
to
the dude
run.
you. This ain't no pull out weapons and fight type of
Yeah,
dude.
because you can't beat.
You
Nah,
can't
it's
physically fight him
nothing.
at for one.
Nah.
He's indestructible for
He
two.
took her out that suit, like get your ass out that transformer outfit. He pulled her up out that suit and made that shit disappear.
Yeah,
Like,
casually.
nah,
Like you're not
nah,
fighting him. Number one. Number
nah.
two, if he wants to get you, he not gonna
He
argue
got
with you.
you. No, when
Yeah,
he's showing up, you don't understand.
he's
He
already worked all
already
the angles.
seen, yeah.
He already got it.
That's what I'm saying. If he shows up, you're cooked.
Yeah.
You're cooked
Now,
because unless Doctor Strange is something around, you're fucking cooked. Ain't no way.
but
No way.
yeah, this is where it's going to get very interesting, and this is why it's going to lead to a lot of people showing up to support her.
They're
This
gonna
is where
have to.
people like Thor and Doom will pull up
Yeah,
once it gets exposed
yeah,
what's
once,
happening to her.
yeah. Doom's
Because
gonna pull up.
it's gonna take everybody. It's gonna
It's
take
gonna need,
Clea. It's
and
gonna
that's
take
why I was saying when I was watching this, this little girl gonna need some help, and that's for real. If she made the deal or not. When those eyes are on you and he's chasing
he's
you
going to get
down,
you.
he's going to get you,
He's gonna
and
make the
he's
world
going to,
hate you.
and with no telling what he could be building an army of his own, low key. You know what I mean? Like I said, we don't know the ins and outs of Mephisto, what he's been doing in the past 15 years since the MCU was cooking. He could have been starting all this shit, man. So it's a brand new perspective because people wanted him to come in Wakanda Forever or Doctor Strange movies, and never happened.
He ain't have a
It
reason
happened
to.
on this show, and that shows a lot because yes, this was a low point for her. And if she made that deal or not, this motherfucker is after her, and she needs some help to get this dude off of her. And it's going to take more than boom, boom, pow, throwing a shield here and there to get him out
Nah,
of that
this ain't that type
situation.
of fight.
Yeah,
This is like when Dormammu went against Strange. Strange did not
yeah.
beat Dormammu with his magic.
Nope.
Strange beat Dormammu with
Off
time.
of pure time and patience.
Yeah, he had to die millions of times.
Yeah.
And when you really get into it, yeah, understand the type of threat that Mephisto represents is far worse than what, because these people, your soul, when you wait till we get to the point where they help you understand what it means for your soul to be
If
under
y'all
his
don't know, yeah,
under his
like
control. Like
I
there's a
mean,
lot that
yeah.
comes with that, and we're about to see. We don't know how many people. Like, come on, it's
We
just
don't
this
know.
guy.
That's what I'm saying. It could have
This
been
guy
from day
is
one.
this guy wrote the Dark Hold.
Yeah.
That's just one of his books. That's just one of his books. He wrote
Oh
the Dark
yeah.
Hold and all that shit that went down in
No,
Multiverse of Madness that Wanda was doing, and all of that in her show was because of his book.
because of his book.
Just because of the book, the
Yeah.
words he wrote
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody knows
Yeah.
when you whatever you write is nothing to what's in your head, the potential in your head.
He a bestseller. He been a bestseller author for years. You know
But
what I
yeah,
mean?
he has made and broke
He got the scripts.
empires.
Yeah, he broke down. He said it. He said, "All you Forbes list motherfuckers, yeah, I dealt with
He
them.
said, I
I
did
dealt with
that.
12 popes. I had a few this and that and the third.
Yeah,
Like,
Elon Musk, like, you
yo,
know what I'm
yeah, you
saying?
know,
He's like, I
like,
got all
yo,
them.
he,
I got your
he,
president.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he got these motherfuckers. It's already done deal raps, and I got many other clients. He said that to the hood. You ain't the only one, man. I got plenty of clients. He popping in the streets.
Yeah, he's that because people right now are in a grieving. That's why even the movie we just watched before this, the importance of that movie, the new Avengers is about a bunch of grieving motherfuckers.
About the grieving motherfuckers, man.
They all
And
fucked up. So when
they
you
said
start getting
old
into
girl
that,
Val could have made a deal with Mephisto too to get her in that
hey, that's
place.
what
You
I'm
never know.
saying.
We don't know where this shit gonna go,
How
man.
far this
Mephisto
rabbit
a
hole
bad
go?
motherfucker. He a bad. Once he show up, man, it's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. Yes,
You're not
I see
throwing.
Marvel gonna go into the spiritual world because you're gonna need a Blade, you're gonna need Ghost Rider, you're gonna need Moon Knight, get his shit together. You're gonna need Strange and the Strange Academy. It's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
need
a
all that.
bigger look on the magic side now
Oh,
because
they said
this,
the supernatural side about to get ugly because they said
yeah,
the three focuses now are the cosmic, that's Galactus and Fantastic
Galactus
Four.
and
Then we
Fantastic Four.
dealing with the mutants.
Yeah,
That's a whole
yeah.
nother saga.
There's a whole
So
different
all of these
level of
tiers,
crazy.
and then you're dealing with the supernatural, which is a whole nother world. So all of these
Yeah,
type of stories are taking place overlapping at the same
yeah,
time, which
yeah.
is what they told us in the beginning.
My bad, Marvel. I'm sorry, man. You know, sometimes I be
Nah,
tripping, man. I be tripping. You know
nah,
what I mean?
nah.
I be
It's
tripping.
okay. We
Yeah.
good. Listen. Just let. I told you let them cook. I told you they had a plan. They had a
I'm
plan.
good, man. Y'all got my full attention. I was like, oh shit.
We just watched a fucking dragon. We just watched that dude fight a dragon with
Right.
martial arts in a
Yeah.
movie.
Absolutely.
Like the
Yeah.
implications of the power levels. We just watched Photon fucking rip like heal a time space rupture.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Like nothing.
we are in
Yeah.
untapped territory right
Yeah.
now, and
Yeah.
people are missing it because it's not my
It's,
Marvel.
yeah.
It's not supposed to be. Those guys are the big six are gone, fam. The big
And
six are
that's
gone.
it. That's it. It's over for that. And that was just to test the
Fucking
waters to
Hawkeye
see if
ain't
it
doing
worked.
shit with this no more.
Nah, he
Like
can't do
Blackwood,
nothing.
nah.
He can't.
This is a different territory now. So you got to
Yeah,
divide up the problems now, right?
it's bigger
Like
problems.
The Avengers can't fuck with these problems.
Nah,
The Avengers
nah.
ain't can't.
That's out their league,
The Avengers fight physical threats, yes.
and that's it. Yeah, yeah.
But when you start getting into the supernatural, the Avengers ain't got nothing.
Metaphysical shits and all this
Yeah, the
shit.
Avengers is out. So then on the mutant level, Avengers get their ass mopped by the X-Men.
Hell yeah.
The mutants,
Cause
when the Brotherhood
they're
show
so
up,
self-sufficient. Yeah, there's no way you could stop these things. Like
nah.
just on the comic book level, Avengers versus aliens. I was just reading. Sinister a bad motherfucker, and this beyond X-Men now. It's like everyone problem. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And this is a mutant who interlaced his DNA with the alien, and now this alien got mutant powers and shit, and is
Like
becoming indestructible.
you
It's
fucking
like,
idiot.
yeah,
It's,
he fucked it.
it's like that meme. The
Yeah.
what? Like what the fuck is you doing? Like why would
He's
you
like,
do that?
yeah, I got like 99 mutant genes in me. I'll go ahead and cross this
Let me
with
cross with the xenomorph.
alien.
Let me throw
Yeah,
this in here.
xenomorph, and you'll see how that work out.
Here's a
Yeah.
xenomorph mutant cocktail. Like, no, dude. Like, first of all, that's why I don't. Mr. Sinister matches his
I
name
hate
to the
him.
point. He
Yeah,
is
I
the
hate
he is
him.
the embodiment of sleazy,
Yeah,
disgusting.
he's the most disgustingest super villain I ever.
And this is
read
what we're
or
about
came
to get,
across.
people. We're about to get
Yeah.
Mephisto over here in the supernatural as the
Yes,
big baddie.
sir.
Fucking Mr.
And-
Sinister in the mutant side.
Yeah,
and
man.
fucking I don't even know who's gonna be on the other side. I still think it's He Who Remains, because it ain't Doom. Doom is gonna be dabbling in all the spaces. Both sometimes as hero,
I heard
sometimes as
they
villain.
didn't. I heard there's rumors that Jonathan Majors and Kang might show up.
He has to.
Yeah,
He
I
has
heard
to.
some rumors. I'm just keeping it under the wraps to see. I just want to see it with my very own eyes.
Listen,
But
you can't.
I know it ain't going nowhere.
You got
It
too much.
You can't have all of that without that balance.
Nah,
of
he
Kang
has to be there.
in the mix because
Not
he's
with
just as
Doom, because
important.
then
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I'm
Doom,
saying?
Doom can't do. Doom's still Doom. You know what I mean?
Doom only does what Doom wants.
Right, but Kang, he's
He's
still
got some
necessary.
problems
And
that he got to
go
resolve.
hand in hand too. They go hand in hand. You can't have Kang without Doom.
Nah, you really can't. That's what I'm saying. Mephisto, Doom, Kang,
Yeah,
Doom.
Kang,
You
Doom,
start really getting in these
Dormammu.
parallels. This is necessary evils.
Yeah, very much so.
They have
And
to
that's
be.
what I'm saying. These guys can't die. So now you're getting with Mephisto. You can't kill him. You know what I mean? He might be in Spider-Man. They said he might have some ties into Spider-Man. Man,
Hey,
dude.
he could be, now that he's out, you know, him and Spider-Man have a long relationship.
Yeah.
They have a problem. Like him and Spider-Man, because the worst part about Spider-Man, Peter knew who the fuck Mephisto was.
Yeah.
He knew, and he still made a deal with his ass.
Well, you know.
Like Peter is but then Peter is the lowest of the low. I don't think there is a lower character in MCU or in the Marvel comics.
When Pete hit rock
When he's
bottom,
down, it's
a
down.
wrap.
It's
Yeah,
down,
a wrap.
down.
It's the most.
So this
depressing
motherfucker,
shit.
like Peter made a deal. He
Besides
said,
Iron Man and his drunk phase when he hit rock bottom.
"Oh
he hit
yeah,
Skid
the
Row.
demon in the bottle
Yeah,
shit."
yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, man, we about to get in. This is about to be an interesting territory because now all bets are off.
Mm-hmm.
You got unpredictable characters. You got unlimited power characters. You got fucking, it's like, fucking, oh my goodness. You gotta
Void,
really,
dude.
the void is sitting here.
Yeah.
Like, and the worst part is that if you understand how dangerous that is, it's just
And you
random.
get influenced by the other side.
It's
random.
but it's random. No, but
And
motherfuckers
it's
don't want
still
him
low
either.
energy shit. And it's still low energy shit. The
Mephisto-
void runs off of low energy, bro.
Yes.
So any little influence of Mephisto popped up and
It's a
said
little
something
darkness.
to him,
Hello, darkness,
then-
my old friends.
And Void just appear out of nowhere because he could do that. He got the full circuitry.
He got the whole world in his hands. For real, this is perfect. Perfect.
I'm loving it. I'm sorry, Marvel. I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? I was just tripping. You know, Superman coming out. I'm still excited for it.
Hey,
but,
Superman
you
come
know,
out this
guys
weekend,
have
and
y'all
that's exciting
chin
for his
check me,
own
man.
thing. But
Y'all
this
chin
is
check.
different. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
fam.
y'all
This
chin
is
check me,
different.
man. Y'all chin check me
This is
because
different.
I like I said, I was actually scared because I know the probable. I know where this shit could go, and just seeing that character alone, I was like, well, I'll be damned. This is just like seeing. I don't know. Guess I'm seeing the mute. No, this is as relevant when you see Thanos put on the
The
Infinity
gauntlet.
Gauntlet and
Fine,
said,
I'll
"I'll
do it
do it
myself.
myself." And it's like, hey man, y'all really doing that?
This
Like,
is
oh
what this
my
is. This is what's going on, right?
yeah, it's like a scary because you know Thanos. If you read Thanos, going to snap. He's going
Now,
to do
now
the
let's
Thanos
talk
snap.
about this. Let's talk about this. So Superman's coming out this weekend. We're gonna be checking this out.
Absolutely,
Superman is gonna open up a whole bunch of shit too. Now,
absolutely.
the DC universe, when it comes to characters like a Mephisto, they don't really dabble in that same way, but they do have characters that could Vandal Savage.
There you go. That's one.
Vandal Savage, a yellow or no, a red lantern.
Yeah, there you go.
You can really
There
get
you
into
go.
some dark spaces, but I'm, like, what's the
But
Victor's
those
ass?
characters, yeah. Now if that happens, then I know they're doing a very rated R Batman. That would be my excitement right
Any of them,
there.
Vandal Savage, Victor's
Yeah,
ass, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? The
yeah.
toy
That
maker is
that's
fucking terrifying
yeah.
because he
Toy
turns you
Maker.
into a
Oh my
fucking,
gosh, if they do
he's
the
a
Toy
fucking brute.
Maker.
He's the terrifier.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Indeed,
He's the terrifier. He'll
indeed.
turn you into a toy. That's fucking
Yes,
disgusting.
DC has very dark characters. More than one too, man.
Yeah.
They do Dr. Pig or what is
Oh
that? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that guy.
He's there's a lot of dark characters that they could pull in, which I think they're going to do
They're gonna
because
have
you just
to
gotta stay
to
alive.
balance it out.
Well, not only that, we never seen that shit, and there's a lot of shit that needs to be pulled out from that bag, man. We tired of seeing the Riddler. Well, the Riddler was good in the Batman, but I mean, you know, the average
No, I want to get
Two
into some
Face.
Zatanna and shit.
Yeah, yeah, and all that
Let's
shit.
get
The
into their
Joker
magic.
all the time. I don't want to see the Joker all the time. Give me the Zazz, and that's
Give me some
darker than
wild
Joker.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get some real Calendar Man and shit down. That's a
That's
thriller.
another weird one.
That's like
Yeah.
seven. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
only murders on holidays, man. So you know you gotta. Batman got to think ahead. Oh shit.
It's a holiday coming up.
Holiday coming up, so I wonder what kind of murder is gonna happen. You
Damn, it's the
know,
holiday season. How many holidays is
yeah,
that?
yeah.
So they,
Valentine's Day massacre or some shit. He
yeah.
off got fight this crime. So no, they have great characters, and I hope they get to that point. But Superman itself is we said it before. Is introducing this
There's
universe.
interest in the universe, not
Yeah,
Superman.
it's not Superman. So I just want to see what the universe has to offer. I am very excited. Marvel universe is already established,
So
and you
they
would
get the
just think that all right, we at this point now. Okay, we good. You know, what else can y'all show me that I haven't seen already, or get tropey, as people would say? Get
yeah.
tropey. Here we go. Here's Mephisto. Now, Ironheart is the closing of Phase 5. Now everything moving forward is Phase 6.
It's about
That's
to be
Fantastic Four
nuts.
leading us in with Fantastic Four, and then we're
Spider
going to move
Man
to Doomsday, Spider Man, and Secret Wars. Over here we
and
got
another Doctor
Superman
Strange.
and Doctor Strange as well, right? And now we got Superman. We're gonna have the Lanterns Corp, the Green Lantern Show, Peacemaker 2 after
Peacemaker.
Superman,
Yeah, Peacemaker 2 is right after.
and whatever else down the line. You know, I think they're casting Batman. I think he's just keeping it quiet. I think they cast a Wonder Woman. I think he keeping it quiet, or maybe they're in the movie already. We don't know.
Right. They might already
But
be in it. Like
yeah,
Damien, like all these
yeah,
motherfuckers.
yeah, they might be in the movie already. So we don't know. So I'm just excited to see Superman. Once it hit, we will be back with our review. And
But Mephisto changed my motivations. It did. It rearranged my
Mephisto changed
motivations.
everything now. And so now I'm just like I said, that was a chin check for me. Like, "Bah! Oh shit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to take you guys a little bit more serious because I thought y'all was going to be washed up. Now I'm very excited for the Fantastic Four because I just want to see what this setups and leads into on that side and see if they could pull off this Fantastic Four shit because they're going to be
Galactus,
needed.
Mole Man. It's like so much.
Yeah, they're going to be needed to move forward with this shit as well. So I just,
Correct.
my bad, man. Y'all put Mephisto out there. That's all I needed to see for that show. So, nah, man. Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of this summer. Let's just try to keep it peaceful. Let's try to stay out of trouble. You know what I mean? And let's try to raise our babies right. and teach them the way of the
Teach
fly
them
nerd.
the way, the fly nerd way. Spread truth.
Yeah, yeah. Any other things you want to chop it up about?
Nah, I mean, I think those are the most important things, and I think I think if people resonate and meditate on these things, that's gonna bring a brighter week for them.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Shout out to everybody that's paying attention to us. Shout out to Fifth.
Shout
Um,
out to Fifth. Shout
Yeah,
out to
we just did the
Five.
flyers on the wall. Shout out to Five on the wall. Fifth, you can check that out on the YouTube. Flyers on the wall. If y'all not in tune to it, it is a separate series that we're creating. It's an audio visual podcast where we deep dive with a lot of Chicago creatives and artists, and just just us. You know what I mean?
We
And
come together in a creative environment,
yeah,
and we talk creativity, and we talk life, we talk about everything, and what I'm saying, it's a very natural flowing conversation, so it's not your average Q&A.
right.
This is very much, it can go anywhere at any time, and you're very much a fly on the wall in the midst of us, crewing up and building.
And just building. That's all, man. So shout out to everybody that's paying attention to that. Shout out to everybody that's supporting it. Shout out to all the people that's following us. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Centric IE, the Fly Nerd Group Facebook page in the group. Shout out to the Instagram peeps out there, man. Shout out to Chicago and period, because we got more in store coming soon to y'all. Shout out to Southside Radio Live. Shout out to just everyone that's just fucking with the brand,
Yeah,
period. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
facts.
Fly Nerd Group. We doing our thing. WFNG is the audio podcast that you can hear on all streaming platforms and shit for
Shout out
now.
Southside
Um,
Radio,
yeah, sometimes
Pam
we
and
put the
AJ.
video, Pam and AJ, shout out to them. Sometimes we put the episodes on YouTube, but you could definitely go to Southside Radio, listen to us, and other streaming platforms to listen to the grittiness and the truth, man. We are here to spread awareness of good culture, black culture, and we're never going to disrespect that code, man. We never going to throw that out.
Not at
So
all. No questions, no options there, man.
yeah, man. So fuck it, man. Cosmo Galactus, FNIC, Fly Nerd in charge.
And I'm Amby Warhol, the flight instructor, aka Professor Anansi.
There, ooh, starting it up, man. This guy, hey, we got some shit cooking. I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, we're cooking, man. Shout out to Pug. Shout out to Race. Shout out to D Jackson. Shout out to Taiwan Davis, of course. Shout out to Ogun. Shout out to Vic
Vic Spencer.
Spencer. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's just building with us and we working on things. Shout out to Fifth. Shout out to Kenny Keys. Shout out to everybody, man. So we are gone. This is WFNG Fly Nerd Radio.
Peace.